One, two, three. Three, two, one. What the heck is bothering me? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Man, this your man, Six Man K Styles in the building. You're tuning in to the Six Man Combo. Let's get it. Hello, people. What's going on, man? I want to say how we doing this evening. Definitely shout out to the Lady Birds of ASN and Miles Garrett for a wonderful display as they normally do. Like you said, we over here at the Six Man Convo is going to give you the late night tip version of this content. As you already know, I am K Styles. The Shogun is in the building. Um, and to my stage left, we have Senator Palpatine. Mad Mike Sports is in the building.
What's happening, folks? Excuse me.
As we all, hey, what's going on, Mike, man? Yeah, how we doing this evening?
We doing good, man. Okay, like
Like I said, definitely shout out to the AFN family as well as, well, shout out to the whole conglomerate because like you said, man, this is all family and everybody that is tuning in right now. So we just gonna go ahead and get right into it, man. We got the three words, man. What's the three words we got for the people tonight?
it's the real roll cow.
Oh, ooh, well, no, what how the pop said, yeah, boy. And as we already know, man, I'm waiting on the DJ to go ahead and kick the music here. Being a little bit lazy right now. All right, DJ, kick it. Do, 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 do. All right, y'all, DJ about to get fired. Y'all about to see DJ get fired in here. All right, hey, hey, hey. In today's roll call, man, we got 31 people in here right now. Definitely shout out. Today's roll call, we're gonna kick this thing off with Robert Ponder. We got Big Ed. We got the franchise in the building, y'all. We got Pat Norris, A137 Sauce, Xavier Littman, Michael Walker, Georgia, Texas boy. We got Andrew G. We have Jay Diaz. Auntie Pam is in the building. We have the Joker is in the building. Therapist ATL. We got Benson Moore, Old Chicken Parlor. We have Deshaun Caswell. We got KC Station 8, aka 30 Bird Dixon, is in the building. Let's see, we got 33 people in here now. Like I said, definitely. If you haven't hit the like button, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, you go ahead, you hit that subscribe button, which is definitely appreciated for the family. Um, Mike, I think we got a very interesting one going on tonight. Let's go ahead and all right, DJ, we appreciate that. Let's set it off. All right. Yeah, that's that. For, for some of the folks that be wondering like why he cut the beat off so early and stuff like that. If you watched a lot of comedy shows, that's what comedians do. That especially that's a Cat Williams special. Play music, okay, cut it off after the joke. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
We got Coach Unchained in the building, y'all. Um, it's been one hell of a week. I want to ask everybody a question that's in this chat right now. Have y'all ever been in a situation where somebody gets mad at you for something that they did? We ain't talking about relationships because relationships, that's obvious, but we just talk about random stranger folks getting mad at you for something they did. I want to get some yeses or nos in the chat right now. And while we getting that, man, Mike, hi, what's going on with you, man? What's going on with you?
Hey, man, you know, still trying to get all this stuff out. Still trying to get a ton of things out and make sure business run clean, run smoothly.
All right, we got a couple yeses. We got some yeses. Okay, yeses. See you get a couple more answers in here. Because we're going to, there's just a little sidebar right here. We're going to get straight into the two topics. We got a couple topics tonight. Yes. So let me go ahead and explain why I'm asking this question. Okay. So when y'all come into these chats, the first thing y'all normally gonna see in the chats is where it says subscriber mode, which folks may not know what subscriber mode means. Is in order for you to converse with the people in here, you have to be a subscriber. So apparently, we got a message a couple days ago talking about I hope your platform goes down because you made me feel bad because I couldn't get my message in the chat. You kicked me off the chat like, wait a minute. If you say you couldn't put a message in the chat, this was on Monday show.
Yep.
It means you wasn't a subscriber. All you had to do was hit the subscribe button and you would have been part of the chat.
Yep. That's a tactic that many channels they use, and what it does is they try their best to limit trolls and people who are just here to just make the chat go crazy. Just destroy all the camaraderie.
Mm-hmm. Then 2 to 3 days later, Mr. Palpatine to my left over here has his straight heat series, and somebody got mad at him by saying that all he does is talk about the quarterback position. Yet the only time that this said party shows up to anybody's live on these platforms is if the quarterback position becomes a talking subject.
Yeah.
So just giving y'all an update what we have been dealing with for the last week. Like you said, we can't make this stuff up if we try. But let's go ahead and get right into the topic at hand tonight, man. People, we have two different topics tonight. I definitely want y'all to go ahead and um give me your thoughts on these topics. We have, like you said, we're gonna let y'all choose the topic to start off with. We have one for the generational talent label, which is which is people putting these generational talent labels on these football players. I mean, we've seen it with Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, um, etc. And topic number two is the end of the Golden State Warriors era. Now, both of these, now definitely shout out to my girl Kiki. She kind of asked these two, well, she asked these two questions here, so we're gonna let y'all let have this discussion on it. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna use the Atlanta Falcons as a talking point for the generational talent, but it's going to be more universal, more universally NFL.
Mm.
Okay. Mm, mm, Brian Peoples, we got two. There's one, two. Like I said, we're gonna give y'all about 30 more seconds. So y'all go ahead and cast your vote on how y'all want to start this out. Uh, ooh, oh man, Auntie is spoken. Ooh, okay, so that's how we're gonna kick it off tonight, y'all. Oh, let's go. Let's do it. This, all right, Mike. I know. You can kind of chime on this a lot better than I can, but this is a very interesting discussion here. So, Mike, we're gonna kick the show off with the end of the Golden State Warriors. As
Oh
y'all,
boy.
as y'all already have seen here in recent years, not necessarily a decline, but as we've already seen, it seems apparent that with Steph Curry getting up there in age, Klay Thompson can't stay healthy, Draymond Green can't stay out of punching somebody in the dick. Um, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It seems like the end of the road is near for a, a trio of guys that been together really damn near 12, 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I want to go ahead and get your thought on this. Man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and kick this off because I know how much of a Chef Curry fan you are. As what have you seen? Does it look like it's coming to an end to you for the
I
team
mean,
in its totality?
I don't think it's come to an end, man. I think you look at this situation for Steph, you know, like I think reality is setting in is that your homeboy is no longer, it's like he's no longer in it for us. I think, that's one of the things that you look at, things going on behind the scenes. Like I said, we don't know the extent of how true that is, but it could very well be the case. Um, but looking at Steph, man, I think the reality of things is like I said, all things must come to an end. It's like at some point it comes to an end in sports like this. You can't keep everybody around for, a decade plus. So it's like I think the reality is setting in is that like it's no longer going to be that big three. You know, Curry, Clay, and Draymond Green. So it's like um, these guys are getting closer to that 40 mark. You know, you get closer to that 40 mark in basketball, it's like you know on borrowed time. So I honestly don't think Draymond even wants to play basketball anymore. His focus is clearly on creating a buzz around himself so he can, you know, get on this podcast and talk about, his love for his buddy and best friend LeBron James and what went wrong in uh, Golden State, aka San Francisco. Um, and to me, it just looked like it's just a setup for his podcast. I don't think he even cares about basketball anymore, and I think that's was the frustration. It's like one, you got a guy that really don't care about basketball, and then two, reality sets in as far as a player is concerned. It's like, yep, the dynasty over my brothers are more than likely going to be gone. At least one of them. And I think that's what's really sitting in. It's like you got people laughing and whatnot, but like when you've been to war with people, you know what I'm saying? It's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. Like I said, a lot of people don't understand that particular thing. It's like when you've been to war, you really truly love somebody like that, and you just see them. It's like they're just no longer the same person. It hits differently.
Mm. I mean, I think you came up with a very interesting when you said I never really even thought about the whole podcast thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never watched it, so I don't. I heard he had one, but hold
Everything
on.
is on a podcast now. Like everything is podcast has become the new ESPN. It's like ESPN don't really want to do the drama, so a guys like Shannon Sharp, you know, Cam Newton and all their podcasts. Look, Draymond wants to be a part of the nonsense. He gonna tell his story what went wrong. It just like for me, it just makes perfect sense.
Okay. But I mean, I think like especially with because a lot of folks may see like the Golden State War, well, especially with Steph Curry. Steph Curry has helped introduce. He was one of the pillars of this new era of basketball as far as you live and die by the three kind of mentality for a lot of these guards. Um, Yeah, like you said, him and Clay Thompson, the Splash Brothers, was like you said, definitely a dynamic duo for many, many years. And I think it kind of started with Clay. Like you said, Clay, he was constantly getting hurt to the point where the chemistry of the team of the two wasn't really there like it used to be. So he had to relegate himself into being a bench player. But that's the sacrifice that Clay Thompson was willing to make to keep the ship going as best as he could. And like you said, Draymond Green stay getting ejected, kicking folks in the dick, talking shit. Yeah, we the antics. I think it's just really the antics of Draymond Green. I think for him, he's tired of the label of him being the sidekick, and it's been like that for a long time for him. He didn't like the fact that people considered him the recipient of the slash bro. Would you kind of agree with that, or do you think that also played a part in it, Mike?
Of course, that's the only reason why you go out your way to be, always got to be the center of attention and you know, chill out these antics and things that he's doing. It's like if you know that these refs and there's a bias against you, don't continue to play into that idea. Like you kicking people, hanging people by the throat and stuff like that. Like, come on, bro. Like, what we doing? This ain't a damn jujitsu damn fight. Like, you ain't gotta hang people and try to choke people out playing basketball. Like it's like I said, it's he wants to be the center of attention, and I think that's the thing. Like some people just can't help themselves.
What'd you say? What'd you say? He trying to be New Jack. That's what he trying to be.
He trying to be New Jack, but he trying to be a Scottie Pippen right now. That's what he doing. He being Scottie Pippen. He acting
Oh
out because he was quote unquote the sidekick. I
Lord,
mean, I don't see a problem with it being a sidekick. Shit, I'm your sidekick. I don't have a fucking problem with that. So it's like people just look at things differently. It's like I don't think me personally doing these live shows, it wouldn't even be the same without doing it with you. So it's like even though I've started out, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't picture myself doing shows without you, to be honest. Because like I said, we've been doing this for so long together and we've grown so close. So I understand why Steph would feel that type of way, but like why are you upset because somebody say K Styles is better than you, Mike? Yeah, he is better than me in some areas. I'm better than you in some areas. I don't understand
exactly, exactly. It's that idea of trying to play people against each other
each
and
other, right?
divide and conquer mentality. And then, like you said, to the people that's watching here, this is the kind of the stuff that we deal with every day, where people is trying to divide and conquer the whole conglomerate in itself. That's why, like you said, it might say the best. It might say the best. Like you said, it's certain things that, like you said, I know majority of the people that watch this show because they love Mad Mike. That's fine with me. Like you said, if you know me pretty well, I'm kind of behind the scenes type of thing anyway. I
Yeah,
really
he
don't want
really
everybody's
is.
attention.
He really is like that.
but but the thing about it is like when you have a group of people that understand their role and try to not only just embracing their role, but to add to it to where now it becomes a compliment instead of hanging on. That's where the magic really happens.
Hmm.
Um, and like you said with Draymond, like you said, and Draymond, let's just be honest, he's been a sidekick to Clay and Steph for 12 plus years. Like they call Draymond Green the triple single king. Think about that for a second. You are the triple single king.
Yeah,
His
you king or
his
something
main
too.
role is to disrupt act like, and act like a complete ass. He's the guy that's willing to play the bad guy. And that's been his role all this time. Now they getting older, that shit's getting old. How about that? How about that for a bar? Now that they've gotten older, his antics have gotten old. And ain't nobody trying to hit it. So let's go ahead and get to this comment section. I'll see if anybody's gonna add what everybody got to add to the conversation.
And let,
How
let,
do
me, let me
y'all
say this real quick. Jay did say he almost killed Patty Hill. Like, come on, that's not true at all. You done got hung in basketball before. Like, stop acting like this man done elbowed him and he got blood gushing out his forehead. Like, he grabbed the man by a damn shoulder pad. He grabbed him by the shoulders and he overreacted. Like, he pulled a LeBron James. It wasn't that damn bad. But the thing is, that's what Draymond does. And And no, you wasn't joking. You almost killed. Like, come on, why, you know where you wrote that, Jay? You ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me with
No,
that.
no, nah, that boy, yeah. He was on
You ain't
some other
fooling me,
shit.
Jay.
Uh, but
People don't like
what was it?
Draymond. That like, but we see this stuff in basketball all the time. Like, I want to see somebody get elbowed in the head in basketball. It's like because it gotten so soft. I need and stop King Quest. Nobody need to elbow him in the mouth. That's basketball. Y'all motherfuckers got so soft. It's like this like basketball ain't even basketball. Like they teach you as a big man, especially when you playing down low. If a motherfucker in your space, you turn legally with your elbow up into his face. That's how you get him off of you. That's just a basketball play. And when you playing defense, whatever you got to do to stop your opponent, be physical, push him out the way, do that. That's a part of basketball. Like we become so soft as basketball fans. Like this, like everything is over the like over. Oh my god, he just pushed him in while he was in the air. And that was a regular
Nah, like,
occurrence in the NBA in the 80s and 90s. That was a regular occurrence.
like I said, the elbow part ain't the issue with me. Like I said, it's the kicking of the nut. It's the Beavis and Butthead.
I don't kick the man in the nuts playing basketball too. I've done it.
Like
You ain't
I
pull the
said, no,
man. Look, look. When you play basketball and you trying to get a rebound and Buddy standing in front of you, you ain't never pulled a man shorts down while he was on the court. That you'll get the ball that way. Pull that damn shorts down and he stand there with his drawers. Look, stand with his drawers on. Like, come on, bro. Like, ain't no rules in
I've done
basketball.
that. Oh, no, no, but this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying though. Like like it's one thing where you're going for the rebound and then you may accidentally kick it. No, this dude this be doing some Beavis and Butthead shit. Oh yeah, that's that's what we see sometimes. And like you said, that's just the role that he plays
Right.
because he has to be the
You don't
bad
have
guy.
to
He
like
has
it
to be
though.
the
That's
bad guy.
all I'm saying.
Oh no, that should be hilarious. It's
I
only
think it's
hilarious because
hilarious.
of dirty.
I thought it was hilarious. Be honest. I don't give a
Then
damn,
Steven Adams got the
That's how we play basketball. Look, if you getting beat, you gonna pull his draw down. You gonna step on his shoe, untie his shoes, all types of stuff. It's dirty in these streets.
nah. Nah, I know. What I learned from the
Hold his
from
arm, he'll
look,
elbow, something like
what
you
they
gonna do
call
something dirty.
look. See, the one thing about me is the reason why I really didn't stop playing pickup basketball at the LA Fitness at the streets and stuff because motherfuckers that called me a dirty defender. So like I said, I learned from KG, Paul Pierce, Ron Artest. You know the snatch the shirt goddamn tactic. Well, my
Right.
motherfucker gonna be up on be close.
I don't care if you went out.
Just closely cut on.
Yeah, you went out for it. But yeah, I don't know. K Styles having trouble right now. I guess Draymond trying to steal his internet. Um, but I'm looking right now. You sound like you.
Come on.
Yeah, you sound better. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this uh Hawks game with Boston. They up 123, 122 with point one on the clock.
Proof, Prove it, shut the hell up. He talking about low man hump the pole.
Oh man.
Yeah, shit.
Look, I used to have a friend. I had a friend that used to put his whole finger in your ass while he
See,
playing
don't
basketball.
bite
Like I
we not,
swear to
no,
God, boy.
no, we is not going down. We is not
I,
going
look, I,
down this
bro,
path.
I'm just telling y'all
No,
how
no.
dirty dudes was. Look,
See, see, see,
he
see,
used to
see,
be
see.
all Dennis Rodman. I swear to God, he would put his whole finger in your ass. Why? It's like, bro, get off, man.
See, that's the type of dude that's gonna get jumped by everybody on the goddamn court. You pull some stupid shit like
Look,
that.
anybody who grew up with me, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I
No,
swear to
no,
God, he
no,
used to
no.
put. If
See,
you were
see,
getting the
see.
best of them, and you like, if you more physical and better, like he would pull that shit. Like that's when he
And
played
he
at
know.
Averdale. When he played at Averdale, that was one of his tactics because he was defensive guy. So he kind of took out the Dennis Rodman with like little weird tactics and stuff like that. So that was one of his tactics. He would put his whole finger and stick it up your behind, bro. I swear to God.
And he'll be looking like Red from Friday. He pulls some
Hey
shit
man,
like that.
put his finger on my ass. Like that should be so hilarious. Why we sitting at the game and other dude about to fight him, and he's sitting there with a
Man,
smile
see,
on his
no,
face,
see,
laughing like hell,
you
boy.
know what? See. Now we got to change the subject because that's some bullshit right there. I ain't
I'm
nothing.
just saying, bro. That man would
That's
look.
some bullshit.
That's the game, though.
No,
Look, we see motherfuckers
mm-mm.
grabbing nuts. I know y'all on football, they say what goes on in that pile underneath the pile. Motherfuckers be biting, grabbing dealings and everything. Like, come on, man. Some crazy stuff be going on in the piles, boy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
What the fuck? See. Hey, look. Chick always say that's why it's called street ball.
Street ball. That's exactly what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. And, in old English term, thouist pull that. Thouist get elbowed in the mouth for that. I'm just saying. And Jay said, I'm Kyrie with the handles.
Oh boy,
Hey
really?
man, hey. Man, like I said, if you have a left and a right, yeah, like I said, you fine. But I know folks. I used to know folks that thought they was Kyrie with the handles, but they can only go left. I'm like, nah, bro, you already lost the game.
No, my game. I paired my game after Jordan, and now Kobe, because I did most of my work on the block
But
and that mid range
I
jump
know for
shot.
me, I know for me, they used to call me Baby Barkley. So yeah, um, Baby Barkley, because I
I
used to
can so
pattern
see
my
that
game.
too.
Charles Barkley and Kevin Garnett. That's who I used to pattern my game after. Um, minus the shit talking. I ain't really talk much shit. Okay. All right, man. So, hey, like you said, that was a different conversation. Like you said, just let me know, let Mike know, like these type of conversations outside of Falcon football. These the type of conversations y'all like to see us have a little bit more. Brian people say I was the Bruce Bowen on the court. See, nice. That's what's good. I know everybody be talking, man. You know, I'm like LeBron on the court. I'm like Kobe on the court. I see Brian people say I was a Bruce Bowen guy. I mean, your ankles is not safe around him. He stomping you on the feet. You ain't going nowhere. And I learned another defensive technique sometimes too. If a motherfucker stationary in the court, you step on the toes so he can't move nowhere. Yeah, I
Oh
learned
yeah,
that
yeah.
before.
I used to do all that. Look, it's no rule. Look, I'm telling you, bro. It's no rules in basketball. That's why I can't watch this NBA because like if you put your hand on his shoulder, that's a foul. Like, bro, what? This ain't basketball, bro.
Yeah, I think that's another conversation for another day
And
too.
it right.
We'll definitely have that on why on what Gilbert Arenas recently said about the NBA implementing the European rules actually ruined the game itself. But let's go ahead and we got the second topic for the night. We got about 25 more minutes left in the show, so let's go ahead and get into the other topic of the night. Uh, Prover just said it's just me, Oos. All right, let's go ahead and get it. All right. Like I said, if you haven't hit that like button or hit that subscribe button, if you're new, I say go ahead and do that thing here. We'll definitely appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get into this conversation. This is another conversation that we've had. This is our football conversation, and I want to get everybody's thoughts on the term generational talent players. Um, Mike, I want you to go ahead to explain to the people on this topic and where it came from. Um, go ahead and tell the people where did this topic come from.
Well, as you probably saw a few days ago or yesterday, had several
Uh,
people within the few weeks or months or so, just using this term and said quarterback who will not be named. Um,
thou
just
shalt
all
not be
right,
named.
thou shalt not be named. That this guy is a generational talent. It's like, all right, the thing is something. It's like we got to understand what the definition of generational talent. Like, if the dude is doing things that we've seen before, is that really generational talent? You know what I'm saying? It's like we've seen this before. It's certain things that have come that you haven't seen, you know, it's like some guys just come out and they just instantly get it. All right. And that's the thing. You gotta, it's like if you're generational talent, you instantly get it. But if you're, just a regular player and it takes you a while, you really generational talent. I don't think so. Um, Let me see if I can get the right definition. Because I want to read with the def. Um,
And I want and I want to go ahead and I want to definitely give a shout out to D Sloan. That's definitely one of our main peoples right there. Like I said, I know him and his wife was on vacation. Glad y'all had a good time.
oh
But
yeah. Hmm.
uh but when we're talking about I'm gonna ask everybody a question in the chat. What is your idea of when you hear the term generational talent? I think that's how we need to start this off. I want to hear y'all definition of what generational talent is. Because I know for me, when I hear the term generational talent, it's always it always comes down to somebody who's a trendsetter at something. Like when we look at basketball, you always say you're not gonna see another LeBron or you're not gonna see another Kobe. Well, 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 well. Technically, Kobe's game is patterned after Jordan, But
And even with
he's known
LeBron,
as
we've
well.
seen LeBron before with Magic Johnson. So that's like I wouldn't
Yeah,
say LeBron is a generational talent. He's an incredible talent,
that
but
is.
he's not a generational talent. We've seen him in Oscar Robinson. We've seen him in Magic before.
I think the biggest difference when it comes with Jordan and what LeBron is, see, LeBron is more of the like LeBron is more of the freakish athlete. Like you said, the skill set of Magic is comparable, but as far as the athleticism between the two, that's what kind of makes them different players. Um, like you said with like Jordan and Kobe, like you said, Kobe's game was patterned after Jordan. Um, but like you said, the differences in their game was, I think when we're talking about in those instances, I think those instances would better be the best word to use for those is the evolution.
Where it starts a trend. Players that come in and they play to a certain extent, like a certain style, you try to bring those types of uh, players in, and that's what I mean. It's like even you can compare a LeBron and Grant Hill. Like before Grant Hill, had that ankle injury, it's like he was putting up crazy numbers like that too with LeBron. So it's like that's what I mean by it's like if you say LeBron is a freakish athlete, yeah, he's a freakish athlete, but so was a guy like Bernard King and stuff like that. People don't realize Bernard King. It's like that dude he was doing like stuff that Michael Jordan couldn't do athletically. Like so, like I said, I think the thing is when you combine certain skills all together, a guy that
Mm-hmm.
can run the floor, pass the ball, athletic ability. I think when you combine all of those into one and with their skills, and then you look at how the league responds to that person, so they try to mimic that same type of player. I think that's what you should call a generational talent.
Right. Yeah, like you said, when you go to football, you think of guys like Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders,
Hmm.
Tony Gonzalez, Julius Peppers, Lawrence Taylor,
Hmm.
Deion Sanders,
Those guys
Rob
started
Wood,
trends. You try to get the next. Everybody tried to be Dion. Everybody tried to be Barry.
Fran Tarkenton,
Yep.
Peyton Manning, Randall Cunningham, like these Cordell Stewart, like these. Well, I wouldn't say Cordell Stewart because, like you said, the impact wasn't really there. Because when we think about generational, it's got to be a certain impact. There's a
Right.
certain level of impact. Jay did said Victor Wembanyama is a generational talent.
He's just
I
tall and lanky as hell.
don't
It's
know.
too way too early. It's too early to say
that, mu-
that.
that, mu- that motherfucker is a bonsai tree. That's what he is. That
That's
ain't no
what
generational talent. He's a bonsai tree.
like he look. He don't even got to jump to dunk the
Yeah,
ball. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Vincent Moore here said somebody with a skill set that we probably won't see again. And really in today's athletics, it's going to be hard to. My thing is, and this is why I have an issue with the generational talent conversation. Is like every year in the NFL draft, it's always a generational talent at the same position every year. Because like even if we go back to the 2021 quarterback class, we was told, okay, Fowler's name shall not be mentioned, generational talent. Then we went to 2022. They said Malik Willis, generational talent. Then this past season, we talking about Caleb Williams being a generational talent. The thing about it is, three guys cannot be generational if they all got the same skill set. And then like you said, then we start adding nicknames with Kyle Pitts like the Unicorn and Bijan Robinson, um, Saquon Barkley. The thing about it is anybody can have generational talent, but is that talent going to resonate on the field to where it's going to live up to that promise? And this is where a lot of players, this is where the conversation of players not living up to the hype comes into play. Yeah, yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, about whatever said Shaquille O'Neal was generational. Yeah, I can kind of see that because you're not gonna really see dominance like that really in the NBA, especially at that position again.
No, that
But
dude
that's
was
also bad. That's all.
he was moving like a point guard as a 340-pound center. Like
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
normal for a guy to move that quick at his size. That's not normal at
that
all.
man, that man, that man was 7'2", 300 pounds, running the flow like a point guard. Think about
But
that for a
that's not normal at all. That's not normal.
second. And he was a platinum
But
rapper
but
on
again,
court.
Hakeem wasn't a generational talent because he got off to a slow start. You can't be a generational
Mm-hmm.
talent and you get off to slow starts.
You
You
gotta,
see what I'm
you gotta,
saying? He
you gotta
didn't
hit the
meet.
ground. You
You
gotta
got to
hit the
hit it
ground
right.
running. Right.
Even Kobe
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a generational talent. He got off to a slow start. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Like these guys eventually became legends of the game, but Michael Jordan, when he first hit that court, he was dominating. A guy
Yeah,
like
he came out.
LeBron, I wouldn't necessarily say he wasn't dominating, but he was playing well. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
a guy like Troy Polamalu, like Polamalu, so when he hit the flow, it was like so when he hit that field, it was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
immediate impact.
Yeah.
Every immediate impact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quest here said, remember how people said Jadeveon Clowney was a generational pass rusher?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I give you another football name. Old Vernon Golston. I don't think a lot of
Oh
people
my
remember
God.
that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
The combine warrior that was supposed to have generational talents. The dude ended up playing 3 years in the league and didn't record one sack. But this is why I say I hate the term generational talent. This is why I say I hate the term because now you're setting a precedent as far as okay, now the expectation for said player is he has to be great. So
Hmm.
if he doesn't start off that way, now we're looking at the conversation of is he really good? Does he need coaching? Is he with the right team?
Right.
Yeah, we got Maggie in the building. Y'all make sure y'all show Maggie some love. Y'all show Anime some love in the chat. Um and let's just use an example. Let's just use an example. Kyle Pitts. Let's talk about that. Kyle Pitts. When we first drafted Kyle Pitts, the first thing that everybody called him was the unicorn. He was a 6'6", 250-pound tight end who lined up as a wide receiver most of his time in Florida. Now, when he came into the league, of course, a lot of Falcon fans were kind of disappointed. I ain't gonna say a lot. There were some Falcon fans that were disappointed in the pit because they were thinking that Dame Thou Shalt Not Be Mentioned was the generational talent that the Falcons needed to get. But with Kyle Pitts, he came into a situation where he had Matt Ryan, who was a guy who was a veteran And Kyle Pitts, you saw the glimpses of what he can bring because he literally was 40 yards away from breaking the rookie tight end record.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward to 2022 and 2023, he doesn't have a Matt Ryan, and the numbers don't look the same.
Numbers got to stay the same to be in order to be a generational talent.
Mm-hmm. So I think when we use the term generational, I think we need to stop using the word generational talent and pretty much say that the guy has exceptional talent
Right.
that can be molded into something great.
Yeah.
That's the better phrase to use it. And I think that's just us as football fans, us that are like fans of the game. Like we get so excited about certain players to where we want to our expectation for them to be is great. So that's why we put that term on.
You know what I mean? It's like, had we seen a guy like Steph Curry, yeah, we
Yes,
have
we.
seen somebody.
Yes.
So I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't label him as a generational talent. Like I said, we use that term so loosely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he did change the game. I can definitely give him that. But like when we started using
Mm-hmm.
terms like generational talent,
Did,
you know,
hey, did you find the definition of that generational talent thing? I don't know if you had already said it or not.
yeah. So basically, it's it's kind of like a social. Well, it's kind of a what it did. What generational talent is different types of generational vibe, reaction to changes to seem to reflect the generation. All right, so you can kind of equate that to a person that seems to change um, how players like Steph Curry. You can say, all right, to a certain extent, is he a generational talent? Yes, because his style of play, you know, affected a lot of kids, and like we see players like Caitlin Clark, like she, you know, her game is essentially Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Um, a generational shift taking place as newer, younger business. Then you have something that helped bridge a generation. So it's like a bridge that, like we would say, as far as generational talent, it's a bridge to help, you know, change how players play. And I think that's the thing when you look at a guy like LeBron. It's like LeBron was like his thing is he was he watched Magic. You know, Kobe, he watched Jordan. So if you yourself have somebody like you pattern your game after, and you have the same skill sets that person does, are you really a generational talent? I don't think so. And like I said, that
Right.
doesn't mean those guys didn't help bridge or change the game and how people see them. But like we've seen that style of play before. We've seen Steph Curry. I mean, we can say Mark Price. He's one of those guys that we've seen. Pistol Pete. He was a shooter. You know, he can handle the ball
Ma
really
Adu
good.
Raouf. Mu
Right.
Adu Raouf.
We've seen that before. So these guys aren't generational talent. I've never. I don't. We.
So
Even.
let me ask you the question. Let me ask you this question because this is basically where the this conversation came from. I'm gonna ask the people a question. Do y'all believe that Caleb Williams is a generational talent?
Oh my God.
We gonna get right into it. Do y'all think that Caleb Williams is a generational talent?
Man,
I'm gonna ask people in the chat.
yeah, somebody pretty much cussed me out and said, so we just gonna pass on a generational talent because you like to play
For
against females.
non-football reasons. Said for non-football reasons.
But that is a football
So
reason.
those
Even off the field is football reasons. That's why I disagree. Even off the field issues are football related. I mean, do we have to bring up Mike Vick again? Like all that stuff goes into it. It's like look at Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is regarded as the greatest of all time because off the outside the ring issues. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of that goes into the pot.
them motherfuckers, everybody like, no. Vincent said nope. Proven said
Nope,
nope.
nope, nope, nope.
Falcon
No
fan man said we
crying.
need an edge rusher. Like they gone, but I still like the dual threat quarterbacks. We already got Cousins. And this is another conversation about the dual threat quarterbacks that everybody keeps speaking on. Regardless of what race they are. Pretty much the majority of the quarterbacks that's coming into these drafts are dual threat style quarterbacks. So the biggest difference that people now when we're talking about dual threat, are we talk about a guy that can run, or are we talking about a guy that can run fast and play quarterback? Because it always seems like when we look at the dual threat position, a lot of people equate that to a quarterback that can play the quarterback position but has a fast 40 time. So majority of the quarterbacks in this league coming into this league, majority of them are dual threat. Like you said, Mike Vick was just one who was just fast. He was really, really fast at his position. That's what made him stand out. But with Mike Vick, we've seen that before with Randall Cunningham. We've seen that with Cordero Stewart. We've seen that with Fran Tarkenton.
I mean, Patrick
Steve
Mahomes
Young.
don't. See, this is the thing. I totally disagree when people say Patrick Mahomes is a dual threat. He's not a dual threat. He doesn't use his legs like that.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
does he
Patrick.
doesn't
Nah,
run a lot. He doesn't run a lot. Y'all just his thing is he has excellent pocket movement and pocket awareness. So it looks like he's running, but he's not really running fast. He's very elusive. He's not
I
a
wouldn't
dual
even
threat.
say that. Patrick Mahomes is an improvising quarterback. Like I said,
Yeah, he's not a
when you're talking about a guy that has a certain type of athleticism, you can say dual. He's a threat in the run game, but the thing is, his mindset is of an improviser.
yeah.
Because like Mike said, he doesn't run. He doesn't run a lot, but he runs when he needs to.
Me too.
See, when people talk about dual threats, you're talking about guys that use their running ability.
To make plays. You went out again here. Oh. Yeah, but till we get killed back. Um thing is it's like he was saying, dual threat. I think we get so caught up in the fact that we're looking at guys to be able to
Uh,
run fast. There we go.
can you
I
hear me
don't
now?
know what's going on. Go ahead.
Nah, what I was saying is when we're looking at dual threat, the true definition of what a dual threat quarterback is a dual threat quarterback is a guy that gives you the threat of using his running ability multiple times during the game. And what I mean by that is a guy whose running ability is also part of the offense at a larger clip than what a guy who improvises is. And that's what Patrick Mahomes is. Patrick Mahomes is an improviser.
Mm-hmm.
Cause and that's what today's league is. Today's league is you have to have the ability to improvise.
And not so much run.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, like when you look at Patrick Mahomes and like I'm gonna say it like this, even with Deshaun Watson, as much as everybody loves Deshaun Watson and his ability to run the football, he doesn't run a lot. But he has the ability to do so. But he always he improvises and he uses it when necessary. Now, when you're talking about dual threat, is when the running ability is part of the offense, where it's designed to be part of the offense. I.e., name thou shalt not be named. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. See, their running ability is part of the offense. So that's what makes them the definition of a true dual threat. See, y'all done got me bringing up another topic that wasn't even part of the show. Y'all got a free topic tonight. How about that? Yeah, I just want the old line to protect her because I remember when we had Matt Ryan, Pitts had 1,000 yards. So with Cousins, here the receivers would do great. And we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna end it off. We're gonna end the show on this comment though. But this is why me personally say that's why the offensive line to me is more important than the quarterback. And I'm not saying that just because of the quarterback's lack of skills in certain areas, but the thing about it is your trenches, that's your war dogs right there. And your war dogs have to win their battles in order for everybody else on the field to do their job right. Because you can have a great quarterback, but if you don't have an O line that can protect him, are you really going to see the best of that quarterback? If you don't have an O line, are you going to see the best of that running back to make plays? And if that quarterback is not having the ability to make certain plays, then your wide receivers don't make plays.
Right.
And that goes with the defense too. If your defensive line ain't making plays, then your linebackers gonna get chewed up in a run game. If your defensive line don't make plays, that puts more pressure on your secondary to make a play. See, if your defensive line makes plays, it makes it easier on everybody else to do their job.
And there are things that quarterbacks can do to help the offensive line also in pass protection. So it's not always, a lot of times, quarterbacks can get themselves sacked by not going through their reads properly. That's why you have guys like, the guy who should not be named getting sacks 6 to 9 times in the game because they're not doing the necessary things to actually get the ball out of their hands to help aid the offensive line. But like the offensive line is one of the most, if not the most important aspect of a team.
Mm-hmm. And the majority of the quarterbacks in today's league are getting hurt more now than ever.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a delicate balance right there. But we're gonna go ahead and give y'all nice back. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. I know this wasn't necessarily the Falcons topic that everybody was kind of used to seeing. we just decided that we're gonna kind of switch it up tonight, try something new. Before we leave, I want everybody to kind of give their feedback on what did y'all think as far as trying to implement different styles of topics that may not be Falcons related. Um, like I say, I just want to know before we leave, like I said, is this something that y'all would like to continue seeing? Um, it wasn't really much Falcon news, so it really wasn't nothing to really talk about Falcons wise. But we gonna get right back into it. So y'all before we leave, y'all let me know. Are these the kind of topics that y'all want to see more of? Because we still gonna give you your Falcon your Falcon news and stuff like that. But like I said, it wasn't much that. So we're looking for the feedback to end the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cause that's yeah. Cause I guess realize the Falcons didn't have no damn money right now. Hey, that shit
Ain't
about
no reason.
hey, that shit dry right now.
You ain't got no money, can't go out.
And I saw somebody ask a question about Michael Penix and what did I think about his pro day. I kind of really don't watch pro days like that. Um, Actually, I don't even remember. I haven't watched anybody's pro day in a long time because
Yeah, I don't really care.
I don't really put any stock into it, only just because that's more of a controlled environment. See, like I said, like players actually can manipulate drills and stuff like that to work in their favor in their pro days. That's why I said that the combine it actually means more to me than a pro day because the combine you can't control that shit. You can't th- you're not throwing to receivers you're comfortable with. You're throwing to receivers you're not. But like you said, come push and shove at the end of the day, like you said, man, whatever you got to do to try to make millions, that's what they gonna do. But I just think pro day is completely useless. But
Yeah, I'm not into it.
mhm.
It's worthless to me.
So we saw Trey Lance and Zach Wilson throw 70-yard bombs in their pro day, and you see what the hell happened. Lord, Lord. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and give y'all night bet. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and continue to support not only Six Man K Styles, um, like I said, Mad Mike Sports, Mad Mike Network, like you said, Atlanta Falcon Nation, OG TV, uh, Truth Hurts, um, Coach Unchained, and like I said, Will the Georgia Reaper. Like I said, we hey man, the Holy Alliance is coming up here soon, boy. We got WrestleMania weekend coming in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, the Hawks beat the Celtics again. So till next time, people, man, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Ooh yeah. Dig it.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get the hell out of here. Ooh yeah.
50 said, I like the depth view in defining what's trending. Generational player gets tossed around a lot. And we definitely appreciate that because those are definitely it actually kind of gives me an idea for another show. So I'm gonna leave off to my favorite words that I'm gonna give y'all. Um, you rather be the villain than be the fool because people fear the villains. People laugh at the fools. So when you look at Six Man K Styles, if you look at the conglomerate, We are the villains, not the fools. Deuces.